So I basically sent the principal, I called them, leave a message, and I also reach out to the Board of Education, including one of our community leaders there, that's Julie Yang. So I asked her what is going on, how we can do it. So she basically gave me some of the advice, and I went back to the group, tell them what the advice would be. And we also spread the words. I give a sample of what the major points, so you can talk about like how it's going to impact your family and your students, and ask the students to spread the word. And finally, somebody on the group and also initiate the petition. So basically, we are on a full force to make that happen. But at the same time, I had to be honest. I wasn't really that optimistic because it's the end of the school year. The budget cut is all over the news. And the principal basically say it's set. And we knew that Chinese language is not as popular as Spanish. So I wasn't that hopeful, but it didn't stop me from trying and going with every possible way we do. So we mobilized the students, the parents, our own community, and then CAPA's organization. So we have all the core members also write letter to MCPS, to Board of Ed. I also wrote letter to the World Language Director, and also the superintendent, the acting superintendent. I want to save it, but at the beginning, I wasn't optimistic. The principal didn't want to see me. The email goes to Board of Ed, just in general. There's a big budget cut everywhere. So the Chinese language program is a small potato, right? Nobody pay attention. But we are the taxpayer. It means a lot to the community and the students and the family, and we fight for it and we get them. So I'm very happy on that. However, I do worry about the long term because I don't get the promise, or I don't see how in the future it would be always guaranteed. That means that maybe every 2 or 3 years we have to come back to fight it again, or unless we find a long-term solution for that. The students take in the public school program, they seem to be benefit really well because it's 5 days a week, and then the teachers are very professional and full-time. For whatever reason, the curriculum they're using or something, but it looks like all those students are thinking it's good, and it's not even heritage student. That means that your family, you don't have any connection to the Chinese, and you still learn that foreign language so well, enjoyed it. That means that actually the program in MCPS are quite successful. What I don't see, and I worry, and I hope that I could do something, is that MCPS doesn't promote it enough. The community didn't take it seriously enough. And I hope that I can do those two things more in the future, is help NCPS to promote the program, the effectiveness and the good thing about it. And then also try to make our community to think about our strategy. If we create enough demand, if we promote the language well, I think MCPS should be expanding the program. And I definitely don't want to see it go, for sure. So we do CAPA, we do whatever we need to do to keep it.
When this happened, right, I heard about it through community members. They raised the issue to me, saying that the language program at the Clarksburg area, the Chinese language at the Clarksburg area, were impacted. And I suggest that they should reach out to their schools. They also should write to the MCPS central office to tell their story, to elevate their requests. Why is this program important to them? And I, at the same time, did contact us, MCPS central office, and I talked to the chief of academic programs. And I basically listed 4 points. First, I want to understand what happened. Because language is a required course for our students. Of course, you can choose to take whichever language, but for our graduation, you do need to have foreign language, right? World language credit. So I'm expressing my concerns about language programs. Secondly, I also stress the importance of continuity for a language program. For students who have taken, for example, you're taking Spanish, right? If you have taken Spanish 1 and all of a sudden Spanish 2 program is not offered, then you cannot continue. You might need to switch to a different language. That is not beneficial for your language development, right? And also, I was a college and career counselor before for MCPS school system. And I know that how college just is also value your in-depth learning in one subject area, right? So for our students to switch or jump around languages, that is not helpful to them. And number 3 is, it's very, very hard. It takes a lot of work to build up a language program from level 1 to AP, right? It takes years of effort. You have to introduce it to the students, you have to recruit students, and you have to nurture the program so the student will grow. Having a disruption at the middle school level or lower level at the high school level, it's going to affect the pipeline for the higher levels. So you will have multiple year impact. So I express that. And number 4 is, I'm very, very much care about our teachers. At this time, it is very important for us to retain our teachers. And language teachers, many of them are native speaker of a different language. Then they obtain a teaching certificate credential in the United States. These are special talents that we should do all our effort to keep them. So reducing their workload, right? I have a concern about whether that is healthy for their long-term commitment or loyalty to our school system. I think the school system are still exploring ways to resolve this, and I have to say, it is not just the Chinese language is impacted. Many languages are impacted. Okay, so what are some lessons learned, right? That's your question. Lesson learned, I think for all communities, you need to tell your story, right? At the board level, we receive altogether 3 letters about the Clarksburg area language program concerns. Okay, and I think another lesson learned is get involved with your local advocacy groups, because they are your trusted partner and they have a channel to have dialogue with the school system or Board of Education. So support your local community groups. Locally, we have the Chinese Americans Parents Association of Montgomery County. We have Black and Brown Coalition. We have MCC PTA, right? And Identity. There are many local organizations. So support and be involved with your local organization, right? And I think another important thing is, don't wait till things are not working to share your story. If you really enjoy your language program, if you are really enjoying the math curriculum, if you are really enjoying the multicultural nights, tell someone that these are the good things make you want to go to school every single day, right? Because all your feedbacks help us with our perspective and knowledge when we have to make decisions, right? So I think even when things are going well, share your story, right? So I think that's some of the takeaways I have. And I really would say this time, the Clarksburg area, the Chinese American Parent Association and the Clarksburg area did provide useful feedback to help their principals make these decisions.